Hello, I'm John Fox, and I'm John of the West. I am having a Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc adventure, and it's been about a week since I played, maybe a bit longer. I'll be honest, I've been under the weather. Say that again. Under the weather. There you go. I can't talk. I have words. Anyway, I don't really want to talk about that. What I want to talk about is observations I've made between last episode and this episode, which I wrote down. One of them is I reviewed previous footage, which I do from time to time. Mainly when I need to upload it to YouTube. I need to have a screenshot, right? I need to know what happened in the episode to type out a description. No one reads. So, yes, I remember. I completely forgot that we'd seen the mask before. Not only have we seen the mask before, which is what I'm calling that character, we have heard the message, "You must not leave," before. I don't know how I forgot this, because I named the episode "You Must Not Leave." We found it in the secret room, the mask bopped us on the head, and we found a message around that time. No, we found the message before we got bopped on the head. They said, "You must not leave." Okay. So that's the first thing. Second thing, I'm leaning down to look at notes. Oh yes, I feel really dumb about this. I think I can save at any point. I think I can just go into that menu halfway through a conversation, and that I've been moaning about. Come on, finish this so I can save. When I could have just done that at any point and gone into the system. So yeah. And the third thing's going to take a little bit longer to explain, so let's talk to you first. Byakuya. Hurry up and check the locker. That's what we're here for, after all. Also, yes, sorry, I need a shave. Not necessarily important to the episode, but there are wooden lockers here. They use woodblock keys, just like those at the super traditional public bathhouses. Looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go in one of these locks.
I see.
Makoto, you see the locker farthest to the right. This is the first recording for today as well.
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. Oh yeah, he's right. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found in the locker. I'm not doing Makoto's voice, not like 30 episodes in.
That's right.
Well, just try it. Okay. How do they work? Do you slot downwards and then... I don't know. Because it looks like a flat disc key usually has holes in, because it's the slide in and slide out. There's a thing, but that's not a key, is it? I've forgotten what that is, but that's got a name. I took out the wood block key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock, and click. The locker eagerly accepted the key. Okay, and it opened. There are arrows in here, and it looks like 10 arrows in total. Might want to turn the brightness down a bit as well. They look like they're made out of titanium. I know this for reasons. I recognize titanium when I see it, which means they're all quite strong, despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Titanium arrows has been added to the truth bullets. Mate, don't get your truth bullets confused with your titanium arrows. Otherwise, you'd and it doesn't go in. Then you're dead. All because you confused your truth bullets for the titanium arrows. Oh, there's something else in the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that it's a blood set. Of course, blood is pink in this game.
I see.
If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. I guess duct tape is a makeshift bandage. There's a hole in it, I can see right there. Somebody got shot by a bow and arrow. The duct tape is related to the case somehow, but how could it possibly be involved? Nice. Okay, it's been added to the true bullets. I think that's all the lock has to offer for now. Is something wrong?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Byakuya. Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. I have no idea, by the way. I've no idea. I'm pretty sure that Kyoko isn't dead. That's the only thing I'm sure of. What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenra. Still a wolf? Pardon? Still a wolf? Thank you, John. Fenra, you mean the mercenary group that Makuro... You know what? I'm actually going to write Makuro down because I'm never going to remember that name. Also, shout out to people leaving comments. I'm getting quite a lot of those nowadays. I do appreciate all comments left, and I do read them all. I know I'm not the most friendly YouTuber in the world. I don't do that call to action thing. I do it the end credits of games, which nobody ever reaches. So technically I do, but yeah. Anyway, I appreciate them. Is what I mentioned. I only remembered because one of the comments mentioned about keeping notes. You mean the mercenary group that Makuro was part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in this school would you go to do research on something? Computer room? The library? Are you talking about the archive? That's right. The archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to. That's a good point. I'll give you that.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. Right. We're in a transition. I know he's going to say something, but... I believe there was a file related to Fenra somewhere over here. But I'll talk about her thing. So, I mentioned this before, but I've got a desk job, and I watch things while I work in the corner of my screen. And I can't watch anything in depth. Like, I can't watch The Wire, right? It needs to be something that I can just have casually in the background, just to stop me going insane. So I watch someone else play this game, but a chapter or so behind me. Anyway, the person I'm watching had a guess about what's going on, and it seems really plausible. And so I'm not going to pretend it was my idea, because it wasn't my idea. Because I thought, like a simulation, I thought they might have been in a simulation or an alternate reality. And he thought of a mundane solution, which is a lot more sensible. Now, he didn't have all the information I have. So, like, to me, it's like, oh. So his idea was that they were in the future, that they'd forgotten that those photographs actually happened, and that they'd just been forgotten. So, like, so he's not seen the murder kill scene. Is that this floor? I guess it would be this floor. So yeah, to go along with that, the idea that they walked into school and just had a normal school year, but then they've had their entire year wiped for this game, sort of makes sense as an idea. I still don't know why and what's happened to the outside world, if anything's happened. But maybe when the bad thing happened, it still doesn't quite make sense, because that blood is dry, which means it's been like months, weeks at least, since the incident, the tragedy, which means it's been a year. Well, it's been a year since the tragedy, so they was in school, and a year passed, and they're all students, so they would have grown, they would have got older. So maybe, like, I'm not sure. But it's a really good theory, and I didn't want to pretend it was mine. Because I'm not very good at that. if I tried to be like, no, I have this cool theory, I'd break about 10 minutes later. Go, oh, I'm sorry, I lied, it wasn't mine. Anyway, so that was all my notes. I can wipe off those notes. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand, went straight to the shelf in the back. Here we go. He quickly returned with a file in hand. So as far as I'm concerned, I make my guess when we go down to the trial and we're reviewing evidence. That's the last time I really get to guess. The other thing is, the better you are at knowing what's happening, the worse the trial goes. It's not fun when you know the right answer, so what you're actually trying to do is trying to figure out what weird path the game wants you to take to the right answer when you've already figured it out. So like, knowing the answer is sometimes a detriment to the fun of this game. I don't mind so much. I made my peace with it, but it's sometimes quite annoying when it's like, oh, I need to interrupt him, but your instinct is to just go, well, I've got the answer right here. No, you need to go through the process. Anyway, right now I need to talk to.
I see.
Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, I don't speak French. I mean, I know like a few words of French, but bonjour. Well, whatever. I mean, I'd recognise it written down as well, but still. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? I'm just gonna take that screenshot. Cool. Very nice. I should have done that for all of them, and I regret not. Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they're a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence, told you it was Wolf, is enough to strike fear into enemy. They've been, so I think Fenrir is like the son of Loki, and as I said, of Ragnarok, so it's end times. They've been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate that they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe there were mounting internal tensions within the group, and they simply imploded like this. Okay, I don't have the ability to just implode on command, but wouldn't it have been amazing if I just like that and just? I mean, I guess I could just use an effect to do that. That's a lot of effort for like a gag that most people won't see. I mean, I've got the green screen and everything. Let's not do that. Yeah, still I don't have table mirror technology. One thing I do have is the ability to turn off other things that are currently on my computer.
What?
That might be slowing down my face. Doesn't seem too bad though. I am going to do this. And you know what? I'm actually going to adjust brightness a little. There you go. And I'm gonna just place me in a slightly more central position because it's annoying. There we go. Slightly more professional. Captain Professional John, that's what they call me. Because of how good I am at the YouTube. What is it? This still sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality, and the only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. I don't know... A special military unit doesn't, like... Out of all the crazy things, a special military unit doesn't seem that special. Like... It's like a... We've got a magic bear, a magic robo bear, and a serial killer. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. Did I miss something about Fenrir? About what makes them so special? Did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report said something about the name, where the name Fenrir comes from, right? The wolf. The wolf. Thank you, game. Oh god, it likes drip feeding this stuff. That's right, it said Fenrir is the wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. Mate, I'm about a week ahead of you here. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir. Could that mean? Nice. So, Mukuro Ikusaba's... I could probably write down her surname as well. Has been updated in your truth bullet section of your handbook. And there we go. I have no idea what was going on. But we'll review the evidence.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us. Organisms, the earth, natural phenomena.
That's lovely.
It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that.
I shall.
Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial!
Yay!
So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later!
I mean, then the time has come. All we can do now is try and uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
It would seem that way. Let's go. Let's actually save, just in case. Whoa! Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? Just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together. Just the two of you.
Huh?
What? Are you jealous?
Hey!
Oh, are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second? He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But... we stood there for 5 full minutes, waiting for something weird to happen. Then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be...
Maybe he died again. What should we do? Should we keep waiting here or... or what?
What?
Jesus! Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. Kyoko's not here. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so if it's okay, I'll punish the one making us all wait, right? If we agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
hey,
I'm here, and no rules have been broken. Kyoko! Kyoko! You're still alive, I'm still dancing. You can't stop me. No! It's a ghost! It's actually quite hard to talk and dance like this at the same time. Stop talking. Try and keep like a pace rhythm. If you want to fight, do it at a class trial. You need to... it's actually hurting the neck as well. You need to save some of the fun for later, right? So it's just kind of beating and it's
What?
just came in unexpectedly. But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right. There's no penalty, officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later.
Shing!
No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God. I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right. We've now got to deal with a ghost. I told you. Stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on. Let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long?
But...
I'll be happy when the trial is over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. That's this one here, right? Hello, Kyoko. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So...
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I'd also missed his announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, what did you find out? When did you find out?
So...
Just now. I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. It took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go over a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
However...
I'm sorry I kept you waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's why then that's what... Then that's what the key you found goes to.
Wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words...
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What? Kyoko's account has been added to the truth bullets. That's interesting.
Just a second!
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get into trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
It would seem...
Because this is probably the most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. Yes, she's the prime suspect, man. Which means she didn't do it. The class trial is important for everyone, remember? So why would she say it was a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the doors slid shut. Why are they pasted so poorly onto this one scene? I mean, I know they can be removed, but... I guess it's that. They just need to be able to be removed. Don't trust you, hero. This time the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again, just like I'm consuming this tea. Just like dread. Just like Judge Dredd. So, it's gotten a lot colder around here recently, and so my tea cools down much faster, and I'm just not used to it. And I don't know why. Ever since I've been unwell, my tolerance for bad tea is just gone, and so like I can't drink the rest of this. It's not as bad as it used to be, but like the first time I was like I'm not used to disliking something like that, and it was very strange. Anyway, sorry. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, about 8 minutes, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depths of my eyes. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was a scene transition. It was the blinding light of despair.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs have passed.
Thrills! Chills! Kills!
Let's get on with the show! I know that would go much higher. And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial, a deadly cake. Okay, it's not that. I do want to save the game just in case. Just in case. I'm gonna save the game just in case. Ooh. Oh well, I'll get rid of that. There's no real point in me looking for all these, is there? Okay. There's 18 pieces of evidence. Victim's identity is unknown. Well, we know it's Makuro, because who else is it? Stabbed a single time with a knife. Completely through the body. Explosion burned the upper body beyond recognition. Upper half was soaking, wet. The bottom half remained dry. If the bottom half is dry, it means it all happened before 7:30, right? Would have happened after 7:30 because of the sprinklers. I don't know the significance of the red nails. We know what that means. It's Fenrir. That is a bomb, which means she might be a robot. Yeah, that's interesting. The morning announcement was at 7 AM. Okay, 7 AM. Makoto and Aoi arrive at the dining hall. Makoto meets the others in the gym and they head together to the headmaster's room. Toko is told to find a pickaxe in the garden when she discovers the body. So we know it happens. Yeah, none of those guys could have done it because it happened after 7:30. Unless it was very casually Toko. Oh yeah, it could have still been him in his dream. I completely forgot about his dream. The knife found near the body was the same knife that was used to stab before the explosion. It is also the same knife that Toko had given Makoto for safekeeping. Top was hidden among the other items in the tool shed. One side is wet and filthy with mud and grime. The other side was completely clean and dry. Okay. There is a missing chicken. I could do with it, like the timing's poor. I could have done with time between episodes to just have a proper think. I mean, there will be time in about 15 minutes, but I did say I wanted to do it before. Okay. Missing chicken makes me think they needed blood. That there's some sort of fakery going on here. There's either a fake body or bodies were switched to the last second. The corpse had a mask covering its head, the white jacket covering the body, the knife had been fastened to the abdomen. So I think a chicken got stabbed. I think no one died. There's arms there. I can see arms. I can see arms. I think the body had stopped bleeding, but the blood was still wet. There was, however, there was no blood on the ground around the body. Yeah. That is a stabbed chicken. Which means, let's say that is a real body. The coat's covering the chicken as well. She was killed before? There's a murder on top of a murder scene, right? There's a fake murder scene on top of a real murder. We don't know how this person died. Because we can only see evidence of the fake murder. So the top was used to move the dead body from where it was actually killed to here. There was no corpse in the garden just after nighttime last night, so that can be assumed that the murder must have taken place sometime after that. They were all in the gym at night. That is really important. So I think the body was moved there by Kyoko, I guess. No, by Kyoko is confusing to say because that's yeah, whatever. Oh, Kyoko wears gloves to hide something she doesn't want anyone to see. Oh, so I assumed it was scars, but she could also have a wolf tattoo? Okay, Kyoko was definitely involved somehow. So what's the arrows for? That's definitely a bandage. It's a makeshift bandage. Okay, she was on the second floor. Second floor of the dorms is a place we've never been before. So John, are you making the decision? I don't seem to have enough information to go on. I mean, there's only two... I... Is that a girl? It's got fake nails. I know girls wear fake nails, but a boy could wear fake nails, but they've done that twist already. They've done the gender switch. Do we definitely know it's a girl? They're wearing high heel boots. Alright, my official decision is that a chicken was murdered and... Oh, was there long hair? Who's walking around? Okay. I'm gonna say that Kyoko is Makuro and has always been Makuro. That Kyoko probably has the Fenrir, right? And that the 16th student is her, and therefore we know nothing about the missing student. Okay? Because we don't know Kyoko's really called Kyoko. We've not read her file. We've had no reason to. We know that there is some fakery, so that scene was faked. So no murder, or whoever that was killed by Kyoko. Okay, it's like, who else could it be? Okay, that's I don't know, but my thoughts. There we go. That's as close as I'm gonna get. Like, how? The problem is, like, they're not gonna do the no murderer twist twice in a row. Like if it was a dead body that had been killed by Monokuma, say. That would be against the rules, though. When the body was discovered. Alright, let's just go for it. Class trial. All right.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
I can save at any time, damn it!
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko! There's no other explanation!
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No! That's a ghost!
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology!
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right?
Really, game?
Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
The important trait that Kyoko has that proves, Kyoko's gloves?
I got it!
I got it!
I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion! I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
There's no way the corpse was Kyoko. But if I can prove why we're gonna be, if I can't prove why we're gonna be stuck here, and the case won't move forward. Yeah, I did ignore the fact that he literally told us why she wasn't wearing gloves. At least she was wearing gloves. So I have no choice but to. Woo! That was my make your argument dance. Alright, fine, we're doing this.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
So I'm trying to remember the bugs.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
I know the book. Okay.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost. Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
I know the body isn't Kyoko's, and I know I can prove it.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have, because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
That
Actually, I'm not sure what to do.
Okay, then prove.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the
Oh, I meant-
explosion.
Damn it.
Then she was wearing
So I'm not used to the
yeah,
buttons.
Because that corpse is. This entire
I've
discussion is
forgotten the
idiotic.
buttons. But I'll
That Kyoko.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
That Kyoko there.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
What's wrong? Did I say something weird?
Shoot!
She wasn't wearing.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she.
The dead body
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves. Okay.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the...
Well, yeah.
She must have been wearing gloves.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
I'll try this one, Liz.
That Kyoko.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove
The
it.
dead body
They got burnt up.
Then she was wearing...
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
I have no idea.
Shoot!
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's.
The dead body
They got burnt up in the.
Then she was wearing...
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Wow, I'm terrible. This is supposed
That
to be the easy bit,
Kyoko
right?
there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove
The
it.
dead body
They got burnt up.
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. I never would have thought of fake nails. For that clue.
No. There's no way the corpse was wearing gloves.
Because you can't wear fake nails under gloves. You could just wear extra long gloves. Alright, fine. Fine, I wasn't thinking.
Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember?
Okay, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. I wasn't thinking. Tight gloves, nails.
I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
And with that,
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
it's weird that we had to do that, but I'm going to let you go. I've been John Fox and Son of John West. I have been having a Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc adventure. I'll see you guys next time. Where is this going?